switch to the electric only program, now you have more power delivered from the electric motor in the back. Wow, it is fully electric power. Hello guys, welcome back to Mercedes Lounge. Today we have the all-new 2024 Mercedes-AMG C63 E-Performance, and in this video we'll show you guys the exterior features, the interior, and talk about the obvious, the engine. Let's get started. This is the new Handcrafted AMG 2-liter inline-4 turbo engine. You heard it right, this is half the size engine from the previous generation of the C63, which had the AMG 4-liter V8 bi-turbo engine, but this is the Handcrafted AMG 2-liter inline-4 turbo with what they call the permanently excited synchronous electric motor at the rear axle. Those two power options, which means the combustion engine and the electric motor, deliver an astounding 671 horsepower with 752 pound-feet of torque. And that's not all. This car has the 9-speed transmission and also the AMG Performance for multi-class all-wheel drive system, which means in race mode you can have drift, and this car sends power to the rear wheels in that mode. And of course you can choose from 8 drive configurations. It was built in Mercedes-AMG Germany, and the engine sits longitudinally to the car in this direction. We'll go on a test drive and see, before we provide a verdict, what the fuss is all about, the controversy in this new C63 E-Performance sedan. And of course the hood has power domes, and there is a groove on the hood itself which provides cooling to that 671 horsepower engine. Dropping down to the front fascia, we have the AMG specific grille with the vertical struts finished in black, and also the larger intakes. Shows you that this is a very aggressive stance. There are air gaps to ensure additional cooling. You can see the intercoolers down here, a number of sensors on the AMG specific grille, AMG branding on the right. The front facing camera sits on top of the Mercedes star. The assaulted back insignia, which sits flush on the hood. You can really appreciate the sharp design. And of course we have the digital lights, a single eyebrow at the very top. To finish off that look, we have power domes. Let's go to the other side and really appreciate the design elements and the side perspective. This car is slightly longer than the previous generation. It's about 2 or 3 inches longer, which means a longer wheelbase for more comfort for the rear passengers. We have the Y-shaped multi-spoke rims. The tires of the front is 265/35R20 with the red brake calipers, and the front discs are perforated. Of course, we have this design here, Turbo E-Performance on the side. Moving to the rear, you've got the quad exhaust tips, which are a hallmark of AMG Performance. The rear diffuser enhances the car's aerodynamics. And let's not forget those sleek LED taillights that add a modern touch to the classic design. Black glossy rear spoiler. Alright, stepping inside, the interior is all about luxury and tech. High quality materials including the Napa leather as well as Alcantara enhances the seats characteristics. We have also carbon fiber trim options if you prefer, and the digital cockpit is state of the art with the MBUX infotainment system. Now let's jump inside and go on a test drive in this new 2024 AMG C63 E-Performance sedan. And the interior looks just the same as the regular C43 or the C class, with the exception of Formula One technology under the hood. I'll set some metrics and also adjust the climate temperature here. You can see we have a menu for the C63 E-Performance. It says charging 24%, which means in electric only mode you can launch this car from 0 to 80 on electric only power. Swipe to the right, set the performance, and let's look at the engine. It's an extremely hot day, so I'm going to run the AC for just a little bit. And of course we have a 360-degree camera system in this C63S. Some of the standard features you get when you get this car. And wow, it actually feels quite interesting to be in this car. Of course the V8 is gone. This is half the engine size but more power thanks to Formula One technology. So let's talk about the rather obvious is the engine, right? So a lot of you are disappointed, but 671 horsepower is pretty adequate for this car. We have a 9-speed transmission and AMG Performance 4MATIC Plus drive system, which means in race mode you can have drift and also send all the power to the rear wheels to make this a fully rear-wheel drive car. But of course in the Sport Plus mode, obviously the variable torque distribution system sends power to each of the 4 wheels just based on the road conditions and where you need most of the power. We have up to 8 drive programs. I'm gonna set it to the Sport here. And you can actually hear the pops right away. So that is a plus. And all the other options you get in this car, we have this wood trim with aluminum flowing lines, very nice. I wish this was carbon fiber, but it's not. And the turbine inspired air vents, we have the leather wrapped upper dash, very soft with the red contrast stitching. How about the seats? They do have the Alcantara as well, in addition to what you have in here. And you can just feel the pops right away. Of course, this car is not broken in. We have to keep it under a certain rev cycle, but so far so good. It drives pretty as you'd expect in a high performance sedan. Very strong suspension. There is a ton of feedback from the steering wheel as well. And of course we have this flat bottom design steering wheel right here with the leather and the black contrast, and the perforated leather on the side here, very nice. So pretty nice sounding engine in this C63S. And we notice we have a head-up display system up top. Whoa, there is such a kick from the paddle shifters as the gear shifts. Wow, there's just so much power. Wow, it just doesn't disappoint. So it does feel very planted, and there is just such a good power mix in the using the paddle shifters. Wow, I did not expect that. Drives very well. I'll switch to the dynamic drive and automatic gear changes as well. And how about this OLED vertical screen? You can see all the engine torque, power delivery, and there are other metrics here. You can see in terms of braking, you can see those metrics as well. The drive shows you the electric motor in the back here, and how much power is produced from that electric motor. Also the engine right here. So I believe if we switch to the electric only program, let's see how that looks like. Now you have more power delivered from the electric motor in the back. You can see that shift. Wow, it is fully electric power. I was a bit uneasy. Feels like an electric car, obviously. I'm gonna switch to the Sport Plus mode and switch back to the combustion engine. So the benefit of having a plug-in this hybrid car is you can switch to electric only power when you need it. So if you happen to live in a quiet neighborhood, you don't want to wake up your neighbors, you can switch to the electric only. But also for cruising options, and you can see both are working in tandem right here. It is very sporty, but I kind of feel like the sport suspension is a bit tough than I want it to be. But there is quite a bit of feedback from that as well, from the suspension and the steering wheel as well. I think without having to taking this car to the freeway, you don't really feel the power if you're driving in the city. You have to take it on the freeway just to feel the power from this car. But quite balanced. Love the head-up display system up top. And the seats are quite comfortable as well. They do have thigh support. There is a thigh extension down here as well. There is enough there's enough seat support courtesy of the seat kinetics right here, which is what I expect in the comfort menu right here. So that is actually available for you. You can switch to the battery hold. So when you travel, you set the car to the battery hold, which means it's not going to consume your battery. But that is the sport mode, and we'll just go around and park this car back. So I think the one thing we haven't spoken about is the price. So hold your breath. This C63 SE Performance is retailing at $102,000. So it's 6 figures. I'm pretty sure I'm going to receive a ton of comments about the price, and it's half the engine, but you do receive Formula One technology in this car. So there is no compromises in power delivery, in sportiness of the car, with the exception of the V8 gone. And a real quick look at the Mercedes-AMG C63 SE Performance Sedan. First impressions, I'm hoping to get a more detailed video of this car sometime soon. But I wanted to check it out real quick before it sells. They just had another delivery and it just sold for about the same price. Okay, we are good. That's it, guys. A quick look at the new Mercedes-AMG C63 SE Performance Sedan. If you do like this video, please consider subscribing and watch the rest of the videos. I have a ton of videos coming out from Stuttgart when I went to Germany about a week and a half ago. I have exciting content coming to the channel, so make sure you check it out. And until next time, stay positive, everyone. Peace.